I'm Bridget McDonald. I'm the CEO of Women's International Center, and I'm here today with Dilquaz Ahmed with License to Freedom. And she's going to tell us a little bit about her organization that we're very excited about.
Thank you very much, Bridget, for coming. My name is Dilquaz Ahmed, as Bridget mentioned. I'm Executive Director for License to Freedom. License to Freedom is a community-based organization that promotes nonviolence through community education, self-sufficiency, and advocacy for refugee and immigrant community here in San Diego. We are a group of refugee and immigrant who believe that every refugee and immigrant should be able to receive and seek services that it is respectful with her or their religion, background, cultural, disability, and sexual orientations.
And so the main goal of License to Freedom is education, is that right?
It's to education and prevention about domestic violence. So we run a lot of classes. One of our main project is the Community Dialogue for Change, which we are dealing and we are focusing with a new refugee comer. We help them to adjust to new life in the United States, and we teach them a lot of issues surrounding domestic violence. Domestic violence is taboo within Middle Eastern community. They don't want to talk about it. This is a very privacy thing. It has to be solved within the family. Not anybody has to touch those issues. But what we do, we try to create a safe space for those newcomers to come and bring their issues and talk about issues surrounding domestic violence. We talk about healthcare, self-care, we talk about American justice system, we talk about boundaries, we talk about how to protect ourselves, how to learn non-violence communication. So it's a lot of issues we're talking about. And the other part of the project we do is working with a Muslim faith leader in San Diego to change their knowledge about issues of domestic violence and make sure that mosque is a safe space for women and children to attend, and they will be receiving excellent services.
Well, that's great. And so you're actually pulling together a new brochure. We were speaking earlier where you're pulling out some information from the Quran specifically about the rights of women and defending women, and you'll be sharing this with the community. I hope to spread the word as well with you.
Thank you very much. Yes, one of I've been working with the two imams in San Diego to come with the brochures in Arabic because, well, they will not say we didn't understand. This is the brochures, and we focusing on some verse of Quran, which is say that you have to respect women, you have to respect your wife. Otherwise you are not Muslim. So we have to bring those messages to people who try to, take advantage. Oh, this is what Islam, this is what, Quran. No, this is not what Quran told you. This is what Quran, mention about how you have to deal with your wife. Otherwise, don't consider yourself as a Muslim. So it's a big brochures, which had information about what Islam and Quran says about women and about, how you have to respect her, how you have to respect your children, and the other part of what's domestic violence, what's sexual abuse, what's emotional abuse, what's physical abuse, and the other part is how to seek some services. If you wanna seek services, this is all of the resources you have to contact. And the other thing is some guides for the imams, how they should use those money, charity monies. They have to, use some of those money to help victims of domestic violence, and they have to go to training. They have to, not judge women. They have to, refer her to some domestic violence agencies, which we put all of the numbers over there that can be easy for them to access.
Well, that sounds wonderful. I know that part of the teachings that you have here at License to Freedom include making sure that newer generations get to know the American way of life, and you will help women, for instance, get their driver's license that they haven't had before and become familiar with the American court system, which is liberating, and we're very happy about that. And Dilquaz was telling me earlier that some of the gentlemen that she works with weren't necessarily real eager to change, and she pointed out to them that the fact that their wives were wearing pants and
or
driving in their cars was change in itself. So little by little, these gentlemen are becoming emissaries of change in themselves, and she's given a class to about 120 people.
We have
right?
120 newcomers, and we accept them from January to December. After December, they graduate. We give them certificate, and well, by December we have 500 people graduated from the community dialogue for change, and from those 500, we never had one domestic violence incident from those people who attended our class. Like thank you very much. We make sure that they understand everything, so they will not come. They say, "Oh, we didn't know," because that's what they say. We didn't know that's the system. So in the beginning, I tell them, this is the system. We have to follow the rules. That's why we teach them every aspect, about the justice system, about, and about even their civil rights also. So we talk about everything in the class, and sometimes we say it's okay to disagree, but we have to discuss it. It's not just disagree. Let's discuss it. Let's say why we agree and why we disagree.
Okay. And we're actually talking to you from San Diego, and you were telling me a little bit about the Arabic community here in El Cajon. Do you want to review some of those numbers again?
Well, just in El Cajon, we have about 40,000 Arabic speakers. And License to Freedom is the only organization who's specifically dealing with the refugee and immigrant community when it comes to issues of domestic violence. I'm the only employee, and I'm running 4 projects by myself. So we have a lot of needs. We need a lot of, agencies who they should be more involved, especially when we talk about issues of East County, by the end of 2010, there will be another 7,000 Iraqis come to San Diego. So we have a lot of problem. We don't have any services for them. At the school, we have a lot of problem. We don't have enough tutoring program. And License to Freedom is the only organization who, we have to respond to need of refugee and immigrant community, and we hope that we can involve more organization and more people to come to help, volunteer, internship, and provide some, times with us. And that they will learn, they will learn what's going on within those people who came, who survived the war. We have a lot of people. Domestic violence is not the only issue they suffer. They suffer with, they escape from their land, and they left the beloved one. They left their land, they left people's friends, so they come to this country, and some of them, they just survived torture. Some of them, their kids have been kidnapped from them. So they have a lot of issues. That's why we try to create a safe and, a fun environment for them. So I want to make sure when they go home, they feel happy, happy. Even for that 24 hours, it's a lot for them. So that's why we bringing is not just domestic violence. We bringing how to take care of themselves, how to exercise, how to, eat healthy, how to deal with their angers. It's a lot of things. It's new for them, but I'm not saying it's impossible. It's doable, but it takes time. It takes time.
Sure, and I understand you offer the only Arabic language classes?
Yes, Arabic and Kurdish.
Okay,
yes,
also.
Arabic and Kurdish class.
Which is very important, very useful tool for the community to really be as strong as it can be, get on its feet, and do away with domestic violence. Every community around the world needs to do away with their domestic violence, and I think the classes that you're providing are a wonderful way in. Thank you so much for being with us today, and we hope to bring a lot more attention to your cause, and we're very, very grateful for all of the changes that you've brought to our world.
Oh, thanks a lot, Bridget, for coming, and thank you very much for all of the great job you do for women and for everyone.